Hello, and welcome to another VanChat Tuesday. And this week, kind of going over a subject that we do get asked an awful lot about.
Yes.
And I guess it's because within the last 12 months, we've had both a panel van conversion and a motorhome.
Yes.
So we're going to do the motorhome versus a panel van conversion. Whether it be one that we had, which is a sort of factory built, or whether it's one that you do yourself. So, the first topic is, and we were asked this at the time, why didn't you build a van rather than buying one? And it really was time for us, and the fact that the type of motorhomes we're after and the level of equipment they were kind of built with and all the stuff you got with it, it would have taken us like 6 months to at least to build a van.
Yeah, and it probably would have been because we change vans to get more space. So to factor that into it as well, it probably would have ended up being more finicky and less cost effective for us to build our own at this point, especially with no house and no garage and no tools.
Yes.
So it really was just absolute convenience and time that we chose a motorhome.
Yeah, and the fact that, I mean, I know a couple of people right now trying to actually go and find vans to convert, whereas the forecourts of leisure vehicle sales, motorhome sales, are packed with choice. So right now, it would be easier to go and buy a CoachBuilt. Obviously, the other one is choice of layout. Now, in a panel van conversion, you have whatever choice you want, but you are limited with certain factors like width for a bed and height for standing up and that kind of stuff, whereas there are far more CoachBuilt layouts there to suit most people's needs, like just ready to go. And don't forget, even though we bought a CoachBuilt, you can still modify it as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Because there is there's normally things that you want, isn't it? Do you want a fixed bed or not? Do you need extra storage space in a garage or not? And do you want a separate seating area or not? Whereas we found that with motorhomes there's far more that have all three.
Yeah.
Whereas you are more limited because it's a smaller space, isn't it, in a panel van?
Yeah, true. And then there's the equipment levels as well. So whether it be a factory van conversion or a CoachBuilt van like this, they're given pretty much everything that they think you're going to need. So it's kind of like whatever was put into a caravan and then add the extra bits on top. So you've got things like Truma, water and air heaters. So you get hot water, hot shower, all that kind of stuff. Speaking of showers, you'll definitely get a shower and toilet in a motorhome, whereas you won't always get those two. Certainly not very easy to use showers anyway in a van conversion. And then the other one is talking about like the equipment and things like that. Like, I don't know about you, but I certainly remember in the colder months, our last van was much colder in winter.
It was. Yeah.
And much warmer in summer.
Yeah.
Whereas this van, and I get it is all down to the quality, so we're trying to do like for like, and bear in mind the van we bought was based on the fact that we'd use it in all seasons.
Yeah.
So the fact that so far we've gone through a summer, we didn't get baked, not really got anywhere cold yet, but that's to come.
No.
We'll find out then. But yeah, you do seem to get pretty good quality construction and things like that in a CoachBuilt. Yeah,
and I suppose if it's a self-build, it is what you make it, you know, as far as how well you insulate and what you do with things like that. But then you are still compromising on internal space as well, because obviously the more insulation you put in, the internal space you need. This is not a panel van bash session. It really isn't, because we know that for some people it's the only way to go.
Yeah,
this is literally just what we did.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like a bit of us when we built the T6, when we got the last van, the changes we made to that one and this one, and we've got a lot of people asking the questions because they're looking to buy their first and they're wondering if a panel van will do or whether they should get CoachBuilt. And part of that comes from, and I love this question, I don't think I could get a motorhome where I can get my van.
Yeah.
Which, well, go watch our videos.
Yeah. John is he's fearless when he's driving. When he's trying to get into things, he sometimes I am the person that stops us getting everywhere. The van hasn't stopped us getting anywhere.
No.
The size, the width, the length, anything. Maybe you need to manoeuvre a little bit more.
Yeah,
But-
we were parked, obviously been travelling around with other people. We were parked next to Em and Lou the other week, and we thought for shits and giggles we would measure heights and widths.
Yes.
Because obviously we get a load more internal space in our box motorhome than they do in their panel van self-conversion. And we were 27 centimetres taller, and just under 20 centimetres wider.
Yeah. And we
So-
thought it was going to be loads more
Yeah.
because it does. Obviously, it being a square, this being a box makes a massive difference than the sides coming in on theirs. And theirs is wider than a lot of other vans with it being Citroen. So it allows them to sleep
Yes. It's
transverse, is it?
yes, I
something?
think it is transverse, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, the other thing Randy's talked about then is where you can get your van ground clearance. The van that we've got, because I guess it is used for all seasons, all the tanks are internal, which means under the van is totally free, really, of anything other than a wastewater tank and the exhaust, I think.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And axles and
Well, yeah, normal things.
Yeah.
Whereas a van conversion, you've basically got everything underslung, so water tanks and everything are underslung. So we found that we've been able to get this more places actually than we could our last panel van conversion.
especially with these wheels and tyres.
Well, there is that, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, that's the one thing that it makes me feel better about John being more adventurous with it, is because I know that we're sat on the freshwater tank, the gas is in the cupboard at the back, so it really is, there's so much ground clearance on this, it's buzzing.
Good, isn't it?
Aye.
And the final kind of thing, I suppose, is cost. And I know some people out there might buy a 10-year-old van and convert it themselves within a budget. But for this exercise, I'm going to go with someone like Greg Virgo's van or Emma Lou's van. I'm going to go for a modern vehicle and a very high-end install, something that would be comparable to this.
Yeah, because it's unfair to compare a 5-year-old German motorhome to a 20-year-old van that's been
old
built
Mercedes
on real...
van or something like that. Yeah. So basically, a self-conversion panel van conversion kind of thing would be roughly 22 to 28 grand. So I'm going to call that, say, 25 grand. And these are off people we've spoken to, have been asking a few questions about this kind of stuff. So hopefully the information will give you an idea. If you're converting your own modern vehicle, so something under 10 years old, then you're looking around about 25k to get a fully all-season ready panel van conversion with hopefully a shower, hot water, all those kind of things.
And heating.
Yes, and heating. The comparable motorhome is going to cost you about 35k, so there's 10k difference in it there.
Yeah.
Obviously, we spent a lot more to get a newer vehicle with far less mileage on it. I think they'd used it for about 2 years, hadn't they, in the summer, and that was about it.
Yeah,
so.
and then it had been sat around, but they had done so many
Yeah.
of the mods that we were going to do already that actually was a cost saving for us
Yeah.
because everything was already done.
So that's kind of like our little view of why when we're asked questions about which would you prefer, how can you get a panel van where you get a motorhome, and I want more stealth conversions and stuff like that. Well, unless you're not going to have windows and you're not going to have solar panels on the roof and you're going to leave it all battered and grazed and everything like a builder's van.
And you're not going to have external toilet hatch doors, external gas filling,
or a
there's
diesel
all of that
heater.
stuff that stops it from becoming stealthy.
Yeah, you are basically going to be just living inside a builder's van.
Yeah.
Then why not scrap the idea that you're going to be stealthy and go for something that's more comfortable?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and just hope to God that lots more vans come back on the market. That like DHL decide to revamp their
yeah, when they all go electric and all the diesel ones come on.
and then the market will be flooded again with decent vans to convert if you want to go down that route, because
Yeah.
it just seems like it's really hard. Everybody is doing staycations at the minute, aren't they?
Yeah,
So.
that's the word I was looking for.
Was it
Staycations.
staycation?
There
Oh,
we go.
bless you. See, subliminal.
Right then, so thanks very much.
Yes.
If you have any questions or if you've got your own opinions and stuff like that, obviously do let us know in the comments down below.
Yep, which is always great because we always like to tell people to look at the comments and read the
Yes.
comments down below because
Yes.
we don't know everything. And
Well,
it's
and the comments are your opinion, whereas what you're watching now is our opinion.
our opinion.
So when people want all the people's opinions they can get, then to watch the video and read your comments is ideal, really.
absolutely, because obviously everything is in there, and we love the fact that we have a right good chat with everybody
Yes.
in the comments. It's good to see all the different opinions flowing. Love
Yes.
it.
Right, I guess on another note as well, we'll see you next year.
Yeah, we will see you next year. So Happy New Year, everyone.
Yep, Happy New Year, have a good one.
We're having this, that is going to be better.
Yes.
It's not going to take a lot, is it?
Yes, with 2020 vision, who needs that? Let's
Yeah.
go for 2021 vision.
Absolutely. Oh, yeah, this year didn't happen anyway. It's
Nah,
fine. It's fine.
mulligan.
Yep.
Right, see you later, guys.
Take care, guys. Bye.
Good.
Oh, yeah.
Good. Nice food. Pretty lady. Nice view.